Hey, what's up? It's been raining with new Xiaomi phones this year, and today I'm looking at their latest flagship model, the one you've been asking for. It's the Mi Mix 3. Let's go! In the box, you'll find a Mix 3 and a good amount of accessories. There's a USB-C to headphone jack adapter, SIM card tray opener, and a really decent protective case, a USB-C cable, wall plug, and a wireless Qi charger, which is a really nice touch to include with the phone. So this is the third Mix model to come out in about a year, following up the Mix 2 and Mix 2S. So what's changed on this full-screen notchless phone? Well, the first noticeable big change is the fact that this phone can slide to reveal the front-facing camera. This is how they could make this screen even larger than its predecessors. Whenever you slide the phone when it's locked and have face unlocking set up, it will unlock with that face unlocking, but when the phone is already unlocked and you slide it, it will per default open up the camera, but you can now set that to any other app. So I've set it up to open up Lightroom, so now when I slide it, it will automatically open up Lightroom, which is really cool. The display went from being a 6-inch screen to being a 6.4 AMOLED screen with a 93.4 screen-to-body ratio, and this results in a significantly smaller chin compared to the Mix 2S. On the inside, it's got a Snapdragon 845, which is actually the same as on the Mix 2S, Mi 8, and the Poco phone, and the Mix either comes with 6 or 8 gigs of RAM, with a 10 gig RAM 5G model coming out early next year. Just like the 2S, the Mix 3 comes with wireless Qi charging, which I really missed on the Mi 8. The Mix 3 continues having a full ceramic body, although that's gotten a bit larger, a bit thicker, and slightly heavier than the Mix 2S. On the side, you'll find the volume rockers, the on-off switch, and a dedicated voice assistant button. This voice assistant calls up Xiao-Ai, Xiaomi's AI voice assistant. But when will Xiaomi start giving Xiao-Ai some English lessons? That's the thing that I'm wondering. I would surely love to beta test that. Wink. The fingerprint scanner on the back of the phone is really just as fast as you're expected to see on Xiaomi phones. In other words, it's lightning fast.
Oh, it's fast.
It's really fast.
Yeah.
I don't even have to turn this thing on, just like this.
The face unlocking feature uses the same type of infrared scanner as on the Mi 8 series, and this is very, very fast to set up.
Way too fast.
It's also very fast with unlocking.
Wow. It's on.
The big change, the one that you're probably waiting to see, is the camera. On the back, you'll find a dual lens camera system with a 2x optical zoom, which has much improved on low light photography. And on the front, you'll find another dual lens camera hidden behind that display. And this camera is good. It's actually in the top 3 performing smartphone cameras based on its DxO mark scores. So let's look at some photos. I went to take some photos with Susanna, being our model for today, and you can see that these pictures come out really, really well. In many images, there's significantly less noise and sharper images. Also at night, this camera is very impressive. It performs much better in low light when you're using the dedicated night camera mode, which seems to take much longer exposed HDR photos. I do gotta add that when you actually have some light, these photos come out a lot better, but we'll compare some photos in an upcoming video where I can compare the Mix 3 with the Mix 2S and possibly the Mi 8, Mi 8 Pro, and maybe even some iPhones. Let me know down here in the comments section if you guys are interested in seeing a full photo comparison video. A really cool feature is the option to edit portrait photos after you've taken them. This allows you to increase or decrease the amount of blur in the out of focus parts of the photo. And you can also do these pretty cool effects, creating light streaks with the blurred part of the image, but also change the shape of the bokeh to hearts or stars, which is actually kind of cool. I had one instance though in total darkness where the portrait mode really had some trouble finding focus, and it actually decided to totally blur out the face. But in slightly lighter condition, it works really, really well. Overall, this camera is really, really good. It obviously comes with an AI-based beautify filter, but I feel that this is much more oriented towards Asian countries.
Oh, is it beautifying?
It's beautifying for sure because my eyes look bigger and my face looks a little bit like off.
No, it should be off.
Now that I look like shit.
Will you be using that for your next Tinder profile pictures? I don't know. Out of the box, the Mix comes with MIUI 10, and this has a dedicated theme for the Mix 3, which looks fresh and it responds really well. MIUI really has some nice things going for it, and you could still opt in to have on-screen controls instead of the gesture-based controls if that's what you prefer. So what do I think? Well, once again, I'm quite impressed with the new Mix 3. It has surely improved over the Mix 2S, and I think it's a pretty good upgrade. It's just a bit more responsive, even though it's got the same processor as the Mix 2S, and its Geekbench score does win over the latest Mi 8 Pro, so it definitely seems to have improved. I think a lot of people will be skeptical about the slide, as you might suspect that some dust and stuff will ruin this, but so far I haven't had any problems with it, although I'm not sure how this will work in the long run. It's been said to slide over 200,000 times with no problem, and some Chinese reviewers have a robot test this out, and this worked perfectly fine after 200,000 slides. I think that the newly added dedicated AI button is pretty useless in my eyes, but perhaps there's some people that like that, maybe?
下一同学
The main thing I really love is the camera, but to say that it's such a huge upgrade that it's blowing my mind, no. But that's probably due to the fact that Xiaomi keeps on releasing phones around the clock which all have really good cameras, like the Mi 8 or Mi 8 Pro, which both really take amazing photos as well. The screen is probably the bigger selling point in my opinion, so bottom line, it's a great phone. Huge screen, it's fast, it's snappy, it's got a really great camera, as you would expect from Xiaomi by now, so overall it's a great phone. It's really hard to choose which phone you want right now with Xiaomi releasing so many good phones, but with this one having no notch, cheap charging, and better low light photos, you can't really go wrong. The Mix goes for about 4,000 RMB in China for the 265 gig model, which is about $575 US or 500 euros at the moment, so it's a little bit more pricey than the Mi 8, Mi 8 Pro, or the Poco phone, but for most people, I think it might be worth it to not have that notch and this amount of screen real estate. So, what do you think? Is the Mix 3 a worthy upgrade in your eyes? Would you be getting one or not? Let me know what you think down here in the comment section. So that's it for the almighty Mi Mix 3. If you like this video, leave a thumbs up below the video and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so yet, because I'm posting a lot of videos about products from Xiaomi and their ecosystem partners right here on the channel, so you'll be the first to check them out. As always, thank y'all for watching, and I hope to see y'all soon. Peace!